Get ready, ladies and gentlemen, for talking trash. Yeah, listen to how regular men talk about sports, football, baseball, basketball, hockey, boxing, MMA. We're gonna cover it all. So get ready, cause we're about to talk some trash.
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your man DU, and I'm back after a long vacation to talk some trash. Man, um, as always, I gotta plug the merchandise. Yo, you gotta go to our site, pulsar-ent.com, and or you can go to our merchandise site, pulsar entertainment llc.mybigcommerce.com. Again, pulsar entertainment llc.mybigcommerce.com. Let me put that on the screen, and you can get your Talking Trash water bottle, Pulsar merchandise, Cornerstone merchandise. Hey, it's all there, right? Also join our group on Facebook, Talking Trash. Yo, we talk a lot of trash on that Facebook. Definitely on that Facebook group called Talking Trash. We talk mad trash. But now, yo, back. Yeah, I've been on the longest vacation, right? I've been on the longest vacation. Oh, let me put these back on. I need these, right? I need these. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, let me put yeah, I need these. But so I've been on the longest vacation about a month, right? I drove cross country. I drove from New York to Nevada and back from Nevada to New York. Uh I always said I took a trip some years ago, me and my man Dennis from the Craft Makers. We went to Cannes, France, and it was a 12-hour plane ride. And at that time, I was like, this has been the greatest trip ever, right? Because we went to the Madame Music Conference, and it was concerts on the beach. There was parties everywhere, and it was just a great trip. The food was great. Had a fantastic time, right? And in my mind, that was my greatest trip ever. I've been on a cruise, like going to Cannes, France. Uh, you know, it didn't compare. It was like just one of the best trips ever. But then, like, if I want to put it on my bucket list, right, was to drive cross country. I wanted to drive cross country, and shout out to all, the truck drivers, the tractor and trailer drivers that's on that road, moving those goods from state to state. Yo, you guys are soldiers. And so I just wanted to drive cross country, right? I have in-laws, family in Nevada. Uh so I was definitely going to go see them, matter of fact, stay with them. But I drove, and I decided, hey, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rent. I was talking to my wife, and we decided to rent cars, to rent some cars to drive cross country, right? Um The first car we rented was a was a Volkswagen. Was a Volkswagen. I said Volkswagen, right? Volkswagen was a Volkswagen um, SUV. I can't remember the what it was called. It was Volkswagen something, but it was a Volkswagen SUV. So now, and the SUV, I would never buy this SUV as a personal vehicle, never, right? So we took that, we rented that Volkswagen, boom, SUV, not a small Volkswagen SUV, and drove cross country. Our first stop was in Indiana. Shout out to Elkhart, Indiana. We stayed in a nice hotel in Elkhart, Indiana. And then our second stop was in Omaha, Nebraska. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska was yo, Omaha, Nebraska was amazing. The food was amazing. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska. And then our third uh stop driving west was Rifle, Colorado. Right? We stopped in Rifle, Colorado. And stopping in Rifle, Colorado, um, getting to Rifle, Colorado, uh, was a journey because Rifle, Colorado, because Colorado itself is beautiful, man. As soon as you hit Colorado, they have this a sign that says Colorado, a colorful state, and they didn't lie. I mean, when I got into Colorado, it was kind of those scenes that you see out of like uh like a scary movie. I stopped to get gas in Crook, Colorado, right? And Crook is like desolate, right? Uh, you know, only thing I saw in Crook was a gas station, and again, it's one of those gas stations that you see out of a scary movie, and yeah, there was nothing in Crook. So, but you had to get gas in Crook because maybe for like the next, I'm gonna say 80 to 85 miles, there isn't a gas station. There's no gas station on that route. So I wasn't playing around. I was like, let me get this gas. I can't uh uh run out of gas in the desert, right? And yeah, there's nothing. Like, only thing that was on a highway at that time, because it's a straight run, the speed limit is 80 miles an hour, was, you know, me and the Geico man. I saw a little lizard, look like the Geico man on the side of the road. But then you get past Crook and you come into Denver. And Denver is beautiful, man. Denver is a big city in Colorado, and yo, it is so clean where I was at in Denver. Stop. We stopped at a restaurant, ate, looked around. Yo, Denver is beautiful. I don't know who's the mayor. Yo, do a good job at keeping that city clean. Um, and then after we left Denver, now we hit the mountains. The elevation, oh man, the elevation is crazy, right? Your ears is popping as you're driving. Um, like you're in like you're in a plane, and like severe popping, right? Because the elevation is just so high. That altitude is real, right? And it was just crazy. The mountains was beautiful, and as you get out of Denver and you hit the mountains, look, you start seeing God's work. I'm just marveling as I'm going down, like as I'm going around uh 3 mile curves and hills, and going down hills that's, to me, as high as a 10-story building. But as you're traveling, through Colorado, you really seeing God's work. You seeing God's architecture. Like you're looking and you're like, this was not created by man. This is God's work. God shaped these mountains and rocks and made all these different colors. And then once you get out the mountains, you get to places like Grand Junction, Colorado. And I found out that Colorado was known for its peaches. And just to jump ahead a little bit, when we were coming back, me and my wife, we stayed in Grand Junction, Colorado, and they had a peach fest going on, and we purchased some peaches. And I've always heard that Georgia was known, Georgia was the peach state, but Georgia, you're coming in second. I bought some of the best peaches I've ever had in my life at the side, at outside the side of a road, outside of a gas station in Colorado, Grand Junction, Colorado, because they had a peach fest going on. So it was peaches being sold everywhere. It was hard to get a hotel room because of the peach fest. Thank God we was able to get a hotel room. But these peaches, man, I didn't eat these peaches until I got back to New York. And these were some of the best peaches I ever had. Sweet, juice flowing. Like you bite into it, the juice is just bursting, right? In your mouth. Like it's the best peaches I've ever had, man. Yo, Georgia, and I love Georgia. Georgia will probably be my second home. You're coming in second as far as peaches is concerned, the Colorado. But again, it was a great trip. Sports, man. I think the only thing sports related that I watched maybe some preseason football. Hey, I'm glad football is coming back. And how could you not? You can't miss it. The Durant talk was everywhere, right? The Durant talk that was going on my way to Nevada, which and again I can't go with the fact I can't gloss over that I enjoyed myself in Las Vegas. Stayed in a great hotel called the Vdara. Nevada is hot as hell, but beautiful state. And Las Vegas is always something to do. But back to Durant. Durant is staying, right? Durant is staying. Oh, like the Chargers this year. Hey, Facebook user, I'm gonna take a guess. It's my man Reg. Facebook user. If it's my man Reg, let me know. Look. Yes, I'm glad football back. You like the Chargers. Hey, I'm sticking with my Giants, right? At the same time, again, to Durant. Durant is staying. Now I'm gonna say this. Yo, Reg, I sent you a link, man. You can come on the screen, man. You can utilize that link and come right on the screen. I sent it to you. I sent it to what's that? The Facebook. I DM'd you on Facebook. Yeah, I DM'd you on Facebook, and you can use that link if you want to, and you can come right in on the screen. But yeah, so find Durant is staying. Durant, it was just a tactic saying that get rid of Sean Marks and get rid of Steve Nash and get rid of Steve Nash and I'll stay. Right? Look, he's staying, right? But I would still and hold up. Let me give props to my brother-in-law, Larry Grant. Larry Grant said Durant and Kyrie wasn't going anywhere, right? He was like, yo, it was all smoke and mirrors. But I would still not want to play with Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving. Still, Ben Simmons, I wouldn't want to play with Ben Simmons because I don't believe in Ben Simmons. And this is my personal opinion. I don't believe in Ben Simmons' commitment to the game of basketball. Don't talk to me about, oh yeah, he made it to the NBA. All right. Sometimes people get to the mountaintop and they fall off. Sometimes people get to the mountaintop and not find out, but yeah, find out they like the glitz and glamour more than putting in the work. Sometimes people get to the mountaintop and like, yo, I ain't gotta put in no more work. You know? My grandfather had this saying: start like a lion and like a lamb. So I'm not a believer in Ben Simmons' commitment to the game of basketball. I don't think Ben Simmons is that guy like Kevin Durant that wants a ball in his hands. I think Ben Simmons like getting fly and dating the Kardashian sisters. You know? That's what I think. And Kyrie Irving, I think Kyrie Irving loves the game of basketball. Yeah. Just because of who he's been around. You know, I heard his father's nice. You know, you can tell his father got game. You saw him playing in a commercial. Like, that's, you know, you can just tell by the movement that his father was nice. Rod Strickland is his godfather. So I'm not going to doubt Kyrie Irving's love for the game or his commitment to the game of basketball. But it's just that with Kyrie, he's one of those individuals that there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something. Is he and what I mean by that is always good. You ever I mean, I'm sure you know those people that like there has to be some drama around them. They're not satisfied unless there's some drama around them, right? Like they love drama. And with Kyrie, there always has to be something. Can't put all what on him last year. Can't put, like, clarify that. Can't put what on Kyrie. I mean, are you talking about Kyrie? Like, and let me I'm not putting everything on Kyrie. I'm just saying if I was Kevin Durant, if I wasn't Kevin Durant, and not just last year, it's always something with Kyrie, period. When Kyrie was in Boston, when Kyrie was in Cleveland. Look, I mean, and it's a testament. It's a testament to, like, his talent. Like when he was at Duke, he only played 12 games. Hey, okay, you're gonna say because of injury, right? Maybe he was injured or whatever. But it's always something. There's always something. And I guarantee you, All right. Like, I'm not even giving him a pass for last year because it's always something. You know? Like, all right, he was in circumstances that probably was beyond his control. Beyond his control, right? Um, yo, what's good? What's good? I guess got another Facebook user in the building. Yo, shout your name out. You come up as Facebook user. I know my man Reg was in here, but oh, no doubt. Yo, like, really, Kyrie? Like, if I'm Kevin Durant, and I'm stuck in the middle of two players that's premier players in the NBA that's supposed to help me get to a championship. This new this Brooklyn Net team, I was getting ready to call them New Jersey. This Brooklyn Net team is supposed to be my team if I'm Kevin Durant, right? If I'm Kevin Durant, this Brooklyn Net team is my team. I'm the leader on this team. I'm the best player on this team. Yeah, if they can concentrate. But that's what I'm saying about Kyrie. Kyrie, hell of a talent. Kyrie, again, I I believe he loves the game, right? But there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something, you know? Like, and I know people say maybe a lot of stuff is media driven, so forth and so on, but sometimes you got to believe shit stink. Right? Like, I don't have to put my nose in a pile of dog crap to know that it stinks, man. So as a player, right? As a player of Kevin Durant status, I'm like, yo, hold up. I'm not jacking the fact that he wasn't trying to make a statement like, yo, look, get me out. Yo, y'all gotta make some moves, front office, because y'all got me sandwiched between two players that one, he want to chill with the Kardashian sisters, and the other one, you know what I'm saying, he running around talking about the earth is flat, and he's like lighting sage and sprinkling it all around, Barclays Arena, holding his own practices, Kyrie Irving, while Steve Nash just finished practice. Like, look, there's always something with Kyrie. Like, real talk, and I'm gonna segue right into this. They talking about, hey, like Spider coming to New York Knicks. But shit, I'll ship Kyrie ass right to Utah to get Spider. Let me get somebody that's gonna put up numbers with Kevin Durant, and we're not gonna have any drama. He gonna come to work every day. Me, like, look, I have my own business. Yo, I'm a hustler. Yo, I always hustle. I appreciate working with people who hustle just like me. Yo, Ainge probably won't do that, but at the same time, Donovan Mitchell did say one of his preferred destinations is Brooklyn and Miami besides New York. That's one of his preferred destinations. And just going right into the Knicks with Donovan Mitchell. The Knicks been losing free agents, bro. And I'm a Knicks fan, right? Anybody, if anybody on here know me or sees this, they know me, they know I'm a super Nick fan. Fan stands for fanatic. That's me, right? But I'm also a realistic individual. And the Knicks been losing free agents, right? For whatever reason. Maybe these free agents, maybe it's something about Dolan that we don't know. Right? Maybe it's something about Dolan we don't know. That these free agents like, yo, I'm not going to go play for this guy. But at the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if Donovan is saying, yo, I wouldn't mind going to Brooklyn, you like, if I'm Sean Marks and I'm going to sit in my office and kind of say, hey, could I get a guy that's averaging over 25 points a game, young, 25-year-old Donovan Mitchell, who comes to work every day, who plays hard, who's a bucket getter. Only difference, he's probably just not as flashy as Kyrie Irving. And pair him with Kevin Durant? You think Donovan Mitchell wouldn't want to play with Kevin Durant? I think he would. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, look, the net Danny Ainge is asking for like 5-6 first rounders from the Knicks. And this talk of RJ, Obi Toppin, and Quentin Grimes. Listen, if the Knicks let Danny Ainge rate them, then that whole front office is stupid. Like, what Danny Ainge is asking for, he's just looking to destroy the whole Knicks franchise, right? He doesn't want the Knicks to have a good team at all for the foreseeable future. And the Knicks front office has to guard against that. Donovan Mitchell coming to New York without RJ being on this team doesn't make any sense, period. If the Knicks franchise, and I'm not even talking about championship, I'm not talking about Walt Frazier and Earl Monroe and Willis Reed and Dave DeBusschere. If the Knicks franchise is just trying to get back to the heyday of the 90s with John Starks and Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley, RJ Barrett needs to be on this team. Yes, it's definitely too steep of an asking price, my brother. Too steep. If you're asking for RJ, like, I watched those games last year. I watched basically every single game. And this year I'm gonna make it my business to go to the Garden, right? And check out a couple of games. But I watched every single game last year. And I watched the Knicks become RJ Barrett's team. I watched the transition. That team was supposed to be Julius Randle's team, right? But I watched the transition of it just naturally becoming RJ Barrett's team. The kid works hard. He may not be an all-star yet. He may not be super flashy. Who cares? But RJ Barrett is built for New York. He's mentally tough. He's mentally tough. I think he should be a 2-guard, period. Period. He should be a 2-guard. But he plays the 3. He plays the 3. So now, just think about it. You bring in Donovan Mitchell. There's no RJ Barrett. Oh, that's a Stephen A. Smith quote, man. He just needs to go. I'm not jacking that. He needs to go to his right. The boy gets to the bucket. If you play basketball, you know what's your strengths, right? And I'm watching him, man. His game has expanded. His game has expanded. I guarantee you in Utah, there are fans who see Donovan Mitchell on a nightly basis and says, this is where he can improve his game. This and can nitpick and find the bad points, from Donovan Mitchell. Right? And just because Minnesota gave Utah a gang of picks and players, whereas Patrick Beverley just got traded to the Lakers, which is a good pickup for them. They got a gang of picks and players from Minnesota, doesn't mean he's going to get the same thing from New York. I'm like, if this guy continues to ask for RJ Barrett, and I'm talking about Danny Ainge, let Mitchell go, man. Let Mitchell go. I'm saying RJ Barrett is going to be an all-star this year. That's how much I believe in RJ Barrett. I'm saying, hey, this Knick team, along with Jalen Brunson, is going to help unlock Obi Toppin even more. Because Obi Toppin had a connection with Immanuel Quickley. Immanuel Quickley fed Obi Toppin the ball where he wanted it, right? And I think Jalen Brunson is going to do the same. And this team will look way different, man. If we don't have RJ Barrett, if we don't have Obi Toppin, if we don't have Quentin Grimes, if we don't have Immanuel Quickley, if we don't, and look, and I'm not sleeping on Fournier. I mean, I know a couple of players got to go. But it's certain players that is hands off, man. That should be hands off. Donovan Mitchell is not Carmelo Anthony in his prime. Donovan Mitchell is not Carmelo Anthony in his prime. Matter of fact, Donovan Mitchell will never be Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony was a beast. And Carmelo Anthony came here and put up over 60, and we still found fault with Carmelo Anthony. We didn't appreciate Carmelo until he left. A lot of people didn't appreciate Carmelo until Carmelo left. So I'm gonna say this to the whole, like, because sometimes you don't know who gets to see what, right? But to the Nick organization, let Donovan Mitchell go elsewhere. If you don't get your, if Utah can't accept what you're offering, let him go elsewhere. There'll be another all-star superstar available down the line, and we'll be glad that we passed on Donovan Mitchell. Do I want him? Yeah, but at the right price, not raping the team. Hold up. The Facebook user said, I could be wrong here, but Jalen doesn't move the needle for me. He is better at the point than what than the Knicks had lately. And this is just me. He just doesn't do it for me, but we'll see soon enough. Facebook user. Yes, we will see. And when we see, hold up, I'm going to remember this quote right here. Right? We will remember this quote. Who said this? Because he came up as Facebook user. Who said this? And then hold up. Somebody says I don't believe in Brunson either. Okay. We will see. When I check my Facebook page, I'll know who said it. I think it'll be a great conversation for the Talking Trash Facebook group. Oh, Angus, my man Angus. What's up, Angus? What's up, baby? Yo, Angus, first of all, I was on the best vacation of my life. I saw some of you guys' emails. I was in the desert. There was I think I was able to check out one show. I saw the invites y'all was sending me, man. I wasn't ignoring them, never ignore. But I was just on vacation. When the next show, y'all send me an invite, I'm gonna make it my business to get on and chop it up with y'all, man. I definitely saw. Mary wants to move. Mary, what you mean, Mary? Talking about Jamal Mary from Denver? Jamal Murray is we couldn't get Jamal Murray if we talking about you're talking about DeJounte Murray. Oh, we wasn't I don't think DeJounte Murray wanted to come here, man. You know, I think I saw a video where DeJounte Murray was reconnected with his pops. And I believe his pops is from the South. It looked like it's somewhere in the South. And I think I think that was playing a big part with him going to Atlanta, right? Like, you know, I get the feeling that like Pop and the San Antonio Spurs was trying to accommodate him for some reason. You know, that's the feeling I get. Because why would you really want to give up DeJounte Murray, right? You know, but I saw a video where he was reconnecting with his pops. You know, like he hadn't been around his pops and that side of the family for years, and you know, it was like really emotional, man. Like, so I don't think the Knicks stood a chance for Murray. You know, I think Murray definitely wanted to go to Atlanta. But again, yo, this your man DU Angus. Yo, I can't wait to get on and talk with you guys about you know, from In the Paint, and you know, but I definitely but I'm definitely glad I'm on vacation and able to get back and talk some trash. It's your man DU. I appreciate everybody that checked in the Facebook chat, that checked out what was going on. Yo, it's your man DU. I see y'all next Sunday, 12:30. You know how we do. Enjoy. Take care. I'm out.